Want help to grow your business? Download BRiN, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit BRiN.ai or search the App Store today.
Welcome to another episode of Course Creators, and I'm your host, Sarah Cordiner. Today, we are going to be looking at making sure that your online course idea has a ravenous market demand. There is no point in creating an online course that nobody wants to buy. In a previous episode, the 9 stages of building a wildly successful online course, we talked about this particular stage as being critical in the course creation process. And in this episode, we're going to dig deep into this so that you have the strategies that you need to make sure that you're building a course that does have high market demand, so that we're not wasting our time. We want to have that ravenous marketplace waiting for our course to come out. So here's the first check that you're going to do to make sure that your course is going to sell. And that is making sure that your course does actually have some competition. Now, this might sound a bit counterintuitive, but if there's competition out there, it means there's obviously a market demand. So you're going to do a search and you're going to see perhaps one of 3 things happen. Now, the first thing that might come out of your search is that there is tons of competition. The second thing might be that there is no competition at all. And the third thing may be that there is some competition, but the competition that's there is a little bit different to what you plan to offer. So what's the best one? Now, lots and lots of competition means you're going to have to work quite hard to make sure that your course stands out, to make sure that your course delivers something different, to make sure that you are delivering something that really is unique in comparison to the others. So if your course is going to be exactly the same as all of the others on the market, it's not a bad idea because there's obviously demand, which means there should be enough business to go around, but you're going to have to work extra hard on the marketing. Now, the second one, where there is no competition at all, I bring this warning to you in that this could mean it's a good idea. I mean, I'm not saying it's not, but what's going to happen here is that means that you are going to have to be the pioneer of a new idea. Now, while that's a little bit unlikely, because most things really have been covered out there already, it means that you, again, are going to have to work extremely hard, not just to market your idea, but importantly, to convince people that they need it. The thing about market demand is people only buy what they want. And if your topic doesn't really exist and they're not very familiar with it, it's going to be very, very hard to sell. When my business started working in the space of virtual reality training, we found it really hard to sell it to corporates because nobody really got it. They didn't understand why they needed it. They were just in this place of, well, what I've got's fine. As soon as the world started talking about virtual reality, guess what happened? Is now everyone's interested because now they know why they can use it. So where there is no competition at all, ask yourself, am I ready to put a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of money into building my own market, bringing customers in to buy this product? It's not saying it won't be a success, but it's saying that it'll be very difficult to be successful if a market doesn't already exist. But the third one is really what you want to aim for, and this is like a combination of 1 and 2. This is where there are lots of other courses out there like yours. That means there's a market demand. People want it. There is already a market that exists that's been built for that particular topic or product. But where your course is different, your course is delivering different outcomes, different knowledge base, different skills, allowing them to transform themselves or their life or their business in a different way. So how can yours stand out? Now, using different marketing techniques, different market research techniques, which we're going to talk about shortly, will really help you discover how you can make yours different. So let's talk about the second check that you need to put into place when you are making sure that your course has high market demand. And that is to check whether everyone's talking about it or not. You know, if people are talking about your topic, then the chances are there is high interest in that topic, and therefore a course that's going to be built in it is likely to be very successful. So the first check is, has it been on the news lately? So you can just type in your keyword And then in the square brackets, news. You can even add your city, your location, if your particular topic is country specific, for instance. But this is a really great start, because if it's in the news, particularly if it's been in mainstream news, then you're going to have a topic that's going to be easy to market to later. The next check is to look at something called Google Trends. Now, Google Trends is something that quite literally measures the trend of something over time. So if you type in online courses, for instance, you'll see that a few years back it wasn't particularly that interesting. Now that trend, people talking about it, mentions on the internet have gone up and up and up and up over time. So if your topic seems to be trending upwards, then you have something that is going to have high market demand if you build it. If you have something that's trending downwards, I'd ask you to perhaps reassess whether your course idea is going to be profitable once you've built it. So have a look at Google Trends now, type your course idea into that and see whether the trend is going up or down, and again the numbers as well of the searches. So it will show you whether there are lots and lots of searches or mentions for that particular topic, or if there are very, very few. And that's going to give you some idea as to how well your course might take off when it's built. Now, the third thing we can use to have a look at this is something called BuzzSumo. Now, BuzzSumo is an online tool that allows you to check how much something is being socially shared. So you can take your online course idea, type it into the search box in BuzzSumo, and it will actually bring up all of the articles and shares that have anything to do with that topic. Now, the cool thing about this is it will show you how many times it's been shared on each of the social media platforms. And it will bring those search results up for you with the highest searches at the top. So this will show you if there are loads and loads of articles, blogs, shares in your field, and they're being shared lots and lots of times, clearly you have something that people are really interested in, fascinated in, consuming the information about, and really like to virally share with people. And if your topic has high virality, has lots of shares, it's gonna be a winner. So that's BuzzSumo. Then simply checking out blogs and articles. So we've talked in other episodes about how you can use blogs and articles to actually build your course. So we can use this to check the marketability of our course as well, and how likely it is to be profitable, by simply typing in ways to, how to, and then inserting our topic area. If lots and lots of blogs and articles are coming out about it, it means people are talking about it. And if people are talking about it, it means that information is tasty and exciting to that audience. And if you build a course in it, you're going to make some sales. The third check that you can do when it comes to deciding whether or not your course idea is going to have high market demand is seeing whether people are asking questions about your topic. So this is more than people just talking about it. This is where we're taking it up to a whole other level. We want to know if people are asking questions, if they are looking for more information, if they're seeking more guidance, if they are looking for experts to provide them with solutions. Questions means that there are problems. Questions means that there are gaps in people's existing knowledge base. Questions means that there are resources that have not yet been found. Questions means that there's market demand. So what we want to do is not only find out whether questions are being asked on our topic, we also really want to know what questions are being asked. So here are a number of things that you can do to find out A, if questions are being asked, and B, find out what questions are being asked, so that you can actually kill two birds with one stone here. And that is to make sure your course is going to have high market demand, but also it's going to help you pull together even more of your content so that you're building a course that your audience want and need. So here are some of the things that you can do now to find out what questions people are asking. So the best place to start is Q&A forums. These actually exist. There are a number of forums out on the internet that are going to really help you with this part of the market research testing for your online course. A great place to start is a platform like Quora, Quora. Now, Quora is a Q&A forum where anyone anyone can ask questions about anything. And I can guarantee you there'll be some questions about your topic in there too, no matter how niche it is. So what I do is I strategically find answers on purpose. So write down all of the things that your course is going to give or answer or plans to do. Now, if you jump to the episode in the Course Creator Show called 9 Ways to Successfully Build a Wildly Successful Online Course, you will see that we talk a little bit about how to pull your content together. And using the questions that people ask is one method to do that. So you're going to insert your question into the search bar. What question are you answering? Your learning outcomes that you plan to deliver. And press search. And what will happen is Cora will actually filter out and bring out all of the questions that people have ever asked on that topic, all of the questions that people have ever asked with those particular keywords in them, which is great because now you can either go in and start answering them to start building out your presence as an expert, but you can start now collecting these questions that people are asking so that you can make sure that you start answering those in your online course. Now, of course, if the search results show that there are tons and tons and tons and tons of questions, you have a highly marketable and potentially highly profitable online course idea. The more questions people are asking on your topic, the more likely your course is going to be to sell. So if there are very few questions on your topic, then the chances are that people already have the answers. They're already finding those answers on the internet with quick searches. Perhaps there's already enough free information out there that helps them with that, which means that your course idea may be unlikely to sell. So that's a great starting point to find more questions. Another one is to use Google Plus communities. Google Plus communities are where groups of people have come together specifically to look for answers to questions or to discuss certain topics. So this is a great place for you to go to see again what questions people are asking. So go to communities where your audience hang out. Now remember, this is not about finding experts in your industry. You're not building a course for experts. You're building a course for people who don't have the answers in your topic yet, who don't know how to do what you are going to teach in your online course yet. So if you're going to create a course on Facebook advertising, you don't want to go and find a Facebook advertising group here because the people that are asking questions in there may not necessarily be your target audience. So go and find where your audience are hanging out. As an example, if you are teaching Facebook advertising, who's likely to use Facebook advertising services? It could be startup entrepreneurs and business owners. So you're going to want to go to groups where startup entrepreneurs and business owners are hanging out in and find questions that they are asking about Facebook advertising. So you can use the search feature in Google Plus communities. You can do exactly the same in Facebook communities. Even LinkedIn communities, there are massive groups on there as well. So use all of these groups, all of these forums, all of these Q&A forums, and look for the questions people are asking by typing in your keywords and ask yourself, are there lots of questions in this? If so, we've got a goer. Are there not very many questions in this? If so, we perhaps need to reassess our online course idea. And what questions are they asking? And start to build yourself a Google document, an Excel sheet, a big brain dump idea list of all of the questions that people are asking so that you can pick the ones that you know the answer to so that you can then include those in your online course. The fourth check to see whether your online course has market demand is whether you have an audience for it or not. So if you have an audience already existing that you know are going to consume your online course content, then
to continue enjoying this presentation, download BRiN, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit BRiN.ai or search the App Store today.